My daughter was born with a congenital heart disease. We had desperately brought her to many different hospitals, but all the doctors there sadly refused to operate on her due to her poor nutrition and the complexity of her heart disease. Fortunately, during an outreach mission in Cam, doctors from the University Medical Center surprised us and told me and my husband that my daughter's heart disease was operable. We burst into joyful tears. My little angel would be saved. There is no happiness that can be compared with the calming feeling of doctors bringing health and the joy of living back to patients. Like at many other hospitals nationwide, it is easy to see at the University Medical Center, also known as UMC, doctors and nurses always racing against time to care for patients, and their delighted smiles recovering from severe illnesses. The strong reputation of the University Hospital has been built by sustainable values as the most precious legacy left by our teachers of preceding generations. Our UMC is a general hospital with different leading-edge specialties. So whenever there is a patient with multiple comorbidity hospitalized, the hospital is able to mobilize experts to make the best treatment plan for this very patient. We are proud to build the first university hospital in the whole country. Doctors are not only active as practitioners, but also as teachers and researchers. In addition, our values take root in the moral tradition where the previous generation trains the next one, and so on. This is truly encouraging and inspirational and gives us the burning motivation to move forwards. Keeping pace with the miraculous transformation of the whole nation in the early 1990s, Ho Chi Minh City was accelerating the movement of renovation. In the field of healthcare, various models were born. Most prominently, the pioneer model, combining universities and hospitals, involved the Hospital of the University of Medicine and Pharmacy at Ho Chi Minh City, UMP. It was given the mission to bring about optimal healthcare solutions by integrating treatment, scientific research, and training. On April 10, 1994, UMP established a polyclinic with beds for patients who require close observation. In October 2000, the successful polyclinic was upgraded to the University Medical Center. In April 2006, a groundbreaking ceremony was held to build the modern 15-story building. After 7 years of construction, the new building at UMC was brought into operation in 2013. This is really a modern establishment that fulfills all the criteria required for a leading hospital. This building will serve to launch the rapid and sustainable development of UMC on the journey to becoming the leading university hospital nationwide at international standards. UMC is comprised of 3 campuses with 1,000 beds and an efficient network with many other hospitals throughout the country, facilitating quick and appropriate access to high-quality healthcare. At the heart of UMC, the endoscopic video-assisted surgery has developed rapidly, with high quality in many subspecialties. Endoscopic surgery is one of UMC's particular strengths. We are currently performing a wide variety of endoscopic surgery for different complex diseases in the abdominal cavity, liver resection, gastrectomy, esophagectomy, pancreatectomy, minimally invasive cardiac surgery, endoscopic thoracic surgery, endoscopic surgery for thyroid gland diseases, and in urology. In 2003, the Center for Endoscopic Surgery Training was established at UMC. This is the first center ever in the country dedicated to formation and training in endoscopic surgery. Since then, we have trained 1,390 surgeons from all over Vietnam and transferred this advanced technique to 50 provincial hospitals. We are proud that many foreign surgeons have also come to this center to learn and to be trained. Until now, there have been 623 surgeons from Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, and other countries successfully trained at our center. Catheter-based intervention is also among the most well-known specialties at UMC. This technology has been applied successfully in diagnosis and treatment of diseases. On top of that, UMC are focusing on development of highly specialized treatment techniques, such as organ transplantation and stem cell therapy. The above-mentioned high-rate attainments, in comparison to regional and international levels, have significantly increased the survival rate, reduced suffering, minimized hospital-related trauma, accelerated smooth recovery, and assured aesthetics. UMC offers a multidisciplinary care system for patients with multiple and severe comorbidity through the combination of traditional and cutting-edge approaches of treatment. The clinical departments, laboratory departments, centers, and units in the hospitals work in a harmonious system where experts from different specialties join and interact to find out the best treatment for each patient. Medical equipment and facilities have been continuously updated and renewed which help optimize accurate diagnosis, such as complete automation at the laboratory department from sample collection to result issuing. With the constellation of modern machines at the diagnostic imaging department, the most advanced imaging techniques can be performed that help doctors to reach the precise diagnosis quickly. The Director Board of UMC always underlines the importance of quality management. The hospital has created quality management systems for analysis and assessment of risks. Based on these results, UMC has implemented refinements and improvements to assure safety for both patients and staff. Committed to the patient-centered care, aiming at bringing the highest satisfaction to patients, the hospital has constantly improved service quality and created a comfortable environment with standardized facilities to speed up the recovery process. Above all, however, the essential factor that makes UMC distinguished is the skillful and devoted staff. At this institution, doctors are also teachers, as well as scientists, generating the unique 3-in-1 concept. In addition to the time and energy dedicated to patients and students, the teachers are proactive in scientific research to solve problems raised during clinical and teaching activities. UMC possesses a staff of 700 doctors, where the majority are lecturers at the University of Medicine and Pharmacy. These are renowned professors, doctorates, and specialists with not only broad knowledge and respected pedagogic performance, but also precious clinical experience. This is the solid foundation for the steady development of UMC. As the teaching hospital of a preeminent medical university, UMC always emphasizes the undeniable role of scientific research activities. Many scientific projects granted by the state and ministries have been implemented widely in different parts of the country. This scientific fulfillment has been highly appreciated, and many studies have been presented at conferences domestically as well as internationally. The hospital has also regularly held CME courses to update the newest knowledge and novel technologies for national and international doctors. UMC is also a prestigious clinical training hospital for medical students, postgraduates, residents, and international students. The hospital would be viewed as a garden where the very first seeds of scientific research are nurtured to germinate. In recent years, UMC has invested its energy to foster the process of international integration, to expand relationships with plenty of universities, hospitals, health organizations, professional societies, and NGOs. UMC staff are eagerly active in meeting international partners, exchanging experiences, receiving and applying the medical advancements from around the world. This expansion of relationships exerts an important influence not only on the fame of UMC itself, but also on the development of other hospitals. UMC has transferred modern technologies to many hospitals in the country as well as in the region. The development achieved by UMC so far should be considered as sustainable only when it disseminates these values to other hospitals and inspires them to move forwards. The director's speech on the future orientation of UMC. With the mission of delivering optimal healthcare solutions by integrating treatment, scientific research, and training since the very first day of establishment, University Medical Center has gained patients' trust through these steady core values in every activity. First, University Medical Center is always the leading hospital in the development and application of advanced techniques in treatment, training, and scientific research. Secondly, our hospital always values patient-centered care. Physicians need to understand and sympathize with all patients' physical and spiritual sufferings. Thus, they can find the optimal treatment plan and provide the highest satisfaction to their patients. Thirdly, UMC also values the medical ethics and academic standards of the physician-lecturer model at our institution. All our respectful lecturers are shining examples for the next generations. One more thing, at UMC, patient safety always comes first. The main focus of all administrative and managing works is to ensure quality assurance and safety for not only patients, but all UMC staff as well. With noble missions and core values reinforced throughout all generations, all UMC staff strives towards the same goal, that is to make UMC become the leading university hospital in Vietnam and meet international standards. Through more than 20 years of building and development, UMC is a clear and convincing example of the modern model combining university and hospital. Based on this essential strategy, UMC has steadily earned popularity in the national and international community. The merits of UMC are not confined to major cities, but are affectionately transmitted to the most remote and difficult regions through monthly well-prepared outreach activities. These charity missions have created valuable chances to offer medical care to poor and vulnerable people who have no access to the high-tech but expensive medicine. Through these outreach clinics, many patients with severe and challenging diseases have been transferred to UMC for proper medical care. At the University Medical Center, every patient is offered the undiscriminating care and support by a medical staff with not only knowledge and skills, but also with sympathy, compassion, and responsibility. The boat is ready for the conquering journey to the uncharted ocean, and the crew members are all energized by the greater achievements to come. The University Medical Center at Ho Chi Minh City. Pioneer, empathy, standard, safety.